Hey everybody. Sometimes it is difficult to have faith, and I feel like almost everyone I know is going through a season of difficulty right now where it's just constant trials nonstop, and we're just so confused. We're like, what is God doing? How is He going to redeem this? How is He going to turn this around? Like, what is going to be the crucial moment where it all turns around? And I believed that that would be recently, and I felt that the Lord had said that there was a healing and a restoration coming, and then it didn't come, and he said it was delayed, but then when the delay was over, it still hasn't come. And I've grown sicker and weaker and thinner and just more distraught as time has gone on. And it's time like these where I have to remember that God is still faithful, and that Romans 8:28 says that God is working all things out for the good of those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And that sometimes I have to admit that his ways are greater and higher than mine, his thoughts and his ways. I'm tired and I'm sick. Give me a break. And that ultimately I don't understand what's going on, and I could barely lift up a prayer, and I had a fever of 103 for the last couple of days. It's finally going down a little, but before that, I had two strokes and was hospitalized, and I'm losing a ton of weight, and I'm just not doing well. And I don't know. I see this possibility that God could redeem it all and turn it around and bless my family and bring us all up out of sickness and darkness and confusion. But I also see how he could sustain us in the middle of that season, grow our faith and reliance on him, and really make it so that my heart is focused on him more than any promise that he could ever grant to me. And so, whatever the outcome, I invite you to challenge your presuppositions, to challenge your beliefs, to challenge the things that you take for granted, maybe, and realize that when tragedy strikes, that God is not far from you, and that ultimately He is working something out, and that deliverance and that restoration are gifts from the Lord. But even if we don't receive them in this life, God is still good. Prayers are appreciated as everything in my family and my life is falling apart, and then I got the flu really bad on top of it. It's just like, what are you doing, man? But whatever the case, just know that I'm going to keep making these as long as I can, and I will keep trying to encourage you all as I receive that encouragement myself to keep our eyes fixed on Jesus. Go with God.